I am Lamont at Large. Today I am at the Woodlawn Cemetery here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am here to visit the grave of Marvin Shumate, a man who I'm going to show you is proof that at the end of the day, when you mess with the Binions, it's a losing bet. Remembered with love, Marvin W. Shumate, September 4th, 1924 to December 2nd, 1967. As the landscapers go through the cemetery, walking over graves of people with many, many stories to tell, this man is here before me is just one of many with a story to tell. Allow me to tell it. So, Marvin was born a little bit north of Dallas on September 4th, 1924. Later on, his family headed to Oklahoma. He was a small-time criminal running small-level gambling operations and such. In and out of jail most of his adult life. He finally decided, him and his kids, they moved to Las Vegas, and he thought he would try to make an honest living as a cab driver. Well, I was a cab driver here in Las Vegas as well. So he worked for the Whittlesey Company, and a lot of people come to Las Vegas to commit crimes, but he came here to get away from it and start a new life. But you could take the guy out of the criminality, but you can't take the criminality out of the guy. So the slow grind of shuttling drunk tourists up and down the strip was too much for Marvin here. And he hatched a crazy scheme one day to make a whole lot of money. So his son was friends with Ted Binion, who was the son of Benny Binion. Benny Binion was a old-time Dallas mafiosi guy. This guy was you didn't mess with Benny Binion. He's from Texas originally, ran a lot of gambling rackets out there. Benny Binion has two confirmed men's lives that he took with his own hands. They nicknamed him Cowboy because one time he was sitting on a milk crate and somebody with a knife came to try to attack him, and he fell back on his backside, pulled out his gun, and just took that man's life that tried to take his. He had a lot of judges, a lot of cops, the DA in his pocket. And finally, Dallas was electing DAs and judges that were a part of this whole, no corruption thing. So he just packed up his bag full of money and went to Las Vegas and opened up the Horseshoe. So anyways, Benny Binion, is an old-time mobster from out here doing the damn thing out here. And of all his children, Ted was his favorite kid. So Ted Binion was friends with this guy, Marvin's kid, right? So Marvin hatched a plan to kidnap Ted Binion and hold him for ransom. So he goes to one of his buddies that drives a cab with him. He's like, hey, I got this great plan. I'm going to kidnap Ted Binion and hold him for ransom. We're going to make a couple $100,000. And at first the guy was like, oh, okay, I'm interested. So they hatched a plan where, Ted Binion would come to the house and, they would just, get a vehicle, just throw him in there, tie him up, and make a whole lot of money. Well, his partner got cold feet and went to the police and told him, hey, I got a buddy, Marvin. He's really planning on trying to kidnap Ted Binion and hold him for ransom. Well, little did that guy know that the cop that he told to was on the payroll of Benny Binion. So the cop goes straight to Benny and he says, hey, listen, I got a tip. This guy is seriously planning on trying to kidnap your son. Like, this is a serious issue that we have. And Benny's like, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. Well, he most certainly did. That's why Marvin Shumate is here right now, because Benny Binion did take care of him. On December 2nd, 1967, Marvin was found in the desert with a small caliber gunshot wound to the shoulder, but the gunshot that put him here right before me right now was a shotgun blast to the chest that sent him to his forever world which is right before me. And so this man right here, this is why you don't mess with Benny Binion. Benny Binion died in 1989. He was very, very popular with his workers. He treated his workers very well. He paid them above prevailing wages out here in Las Vegas. And truth be told, you would find it difficult to find somebody who worked at the Horseshoe who had anything bad to say about Benny Binion, one of the more kinder and gentler casino boss owners, as long as you didn't get on his bad side when it comes to his underdealings. That's for sure. And maybe later in the future I'll do a video on Ted Binion. If you look him up, there was a whole media sensation following his death. He was possibly murdered. That's a whole story within itself. Benny and Ted, they're buried in Bunker Cemetery, but they're in a mausoleum and it's locked, so I can't get in there. So one day I'll try to get in there and I'll try to show where their crypts, where they're buried, or where they're interred. Anyways, rest in peace to Marvin Shumate. You made a bad decision, but you know, I wouldn't say you deserve to lose your life, but at the end of the day, he had no idea. See, the internet wasn't available to Marvin back then in those days, because if it were, he would have read about all the people that Benny Binion had put into the ground. That was one man back in Texas. You did not cross Benny Binion at all, because if you crossed him, you'll wind up right here where Marvin is right now. Anyways, guys, Lamont at large, I'm signing out. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please ring that bell, hit that notification bell, let you know when I upload a video, when I live stream. I'll catch up with you on the next story. Peace out.